throw your cares and troubles aside for a while. We're singing, my neighbor, now's the time to say hi. Now's the time to say hi. Howdy.
Greetings and welcome to the Convertibles Christmas Show. We'd like to roll back the years a little bit and help you remember what a traditional, old-fashioned holiday season would have looked like. Perhaps one that you might have experienced as a teenager growing up in the doo-wop era. Imagine that it's 1957, you step out into the back porch of your house, and a gentle snow is starting to fall. Last night it was so cold that the snow actually formed a crust that sort of crunches and squeaks when you walk on it.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
It's twilight, and as the sun slowly sets, you notice that the snow actually sort of has a blue reflection.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
You know, guys, I'm trying to paint this beautiful word picture here, and you're not helping. Knock off the sound effects. That's better. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see a huge full moon rising. It's the second full moon this month. And your science teacher taught you when that happens, when you have two full moons in the same month, it's called a blue moon.
Bum diddy bum diddy bum 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 diddy bum diddy bum diddy dang dang dang, ring a dong ding, blue moon, blue moon, blue moon, dip 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 blue 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 moon, dip 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 blue 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 moon, dip 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 bum diddy bum diddy bum 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 diddy bum dang dang dang, ring a dong ding, blue moon, blue moon, blue moon.
You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. You knew just what I was there for. You heard me sing a prayer for someone I really could care for. Wah, 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 wah. And then suddenly appeared before me, the only one my arms could ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, would you please adore me? And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, blue moon, blue moon. Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Wah, 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 wah.
Bum diddy bum diddy dang dang dang, ring a dong ding, blue moon, blue moon, blue moon, dip 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 blue 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 moon, dip 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 blue 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 moon, dip 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 bum diddy bum diddy bum diddy dang dang dang, ring a dong ding, blue moon.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
Wait a minute. No, it's a sleigh.
Jingle, 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 jingle all the way.
It is a sleigh. Let's try it out. Everybody get in here.
Why not?
Okay. Up for the season. Here we go. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay, here we go.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bell ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to
ride in one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. Soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean lank, misfortune seemed his lot. He got into a drifted bank and we got upside. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
Well, that sleigh was going down to the hill, and it ran right into this big old tree. And there those three guys were laying there right over there by the big old tree. And before you know it, St. Peter sent down a little angel. And the angel came down, and he swept up those three guys. And he brought them right up there to the beautiful golden arches in the sky.
Whoa, Tom. What? Golden Arches, that's McDonald's.
Yeah, but that's my heaven, baby.
It could be,
Right up
but
there to the golden arches.
No, pearly gates.
Oh, they painted them.
No, pearly gates.
Pearly? Really? All
Yes.
right. So they swept up those three guys and brought them right up there to the pearly gates.
Yeah.
And there St. Peter stood. And he looked at those three guys and he went, oy vey, oy vey.
No,
St. Peter.
St. Peter is not going to say oy vey.
No?
No.
The other guy says oy vey, oy vey?
He would not say oy vey. He would say something religious, something like, holy cow!
Go Cubs, right? Yeah, holy cow. All right. So he swept up those three guys to the pearly gates, and St. Peter looked at those three guys and he went, holy cow. He goes, I can't believe it. I'm totally disappointed with you guys. He says, you know, I got the bigger report from the man, and he says that you guys, some of you weren't like manly men down there. I mean, your whole life you lived down there. You did whatever your wife wanted you to do. In other words, you were henpecked. I don't know if guys out here will admit it or not, but the wife says throw out the garbage, so you threw out the garbage right away. She said, tonight we're going to watch The Bachelorette. And you said, oh boy, I don't need football, let's watch Bachelorette. So anyway, you were not manly men down there. And so, you know, I'm not sure how I can enter you into the beautiful pearly gates up here. He says, but you know, I heard that there may be a couple of you guys that were manly men, okay? So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to have you divide yourself into two lines over here behind me. All of the 100 guys are up here. He says, I want all of you guys that were henpecked or whatever in a line over here, and all of you guys that were manly men, I want you to get into a line over here. So St. Peter turned his back for a few minutes, and he waited. And he waited, and he waited, and he waited. And he turned around and he saw in this line over here, the henpecked line, 999 guys. But over on this side, the manly men's side, there was one guy over here. So St. Peter came over and says, thank you for being a manly man your whole time. What can you tell these other guys? Why are you standing in this line?
Because my wife told me to.
You know, it was great being a teenager back in the 50s. But even though you were practically a grown-up, you remember what it was like being a kid at Halloween with Christmas just around the corner. You know, there was that time when my two brothers and I dressed up like Alvin and the Chipmunks, and we had a great time. Dad was standing by as chaperone, and we just had fun. Trick-or-treating is great, but you know, you still do have to wait a long time until you see those Christmas presents under the tree. You know, that memory is so strong. It's so strong, it's like I can almost see those chipmunks standing right here next to me. Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for toys and
time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry Christmas, hurry fast. I want a plane that loops the loop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please Christmas, don't be late.
Hey, Chipmunks, that was pretty darn good harmony. Simon, very good. Theodore, excellent. Alvin, you were a little flat, so watch it. Alvin? Alvin! Alvin!
Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry Christmas, hurry fast. I want a plane that loops the loop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please Christmas, don't be late. We're getting excited, can't hardly wait. So Christmas, don't be late.
Well, it's true. We school kids were sort of anxious about Christmas, but we had other things on our mind too. You know, school kids, we'd just as soon get out of school if we could. And we were really hoping for some snow days. You remember snow days, don't you? Not only did you get out of school for a couple of days, but you got to stay home. You got to throw snowballs at each other, build snow forts. You could sleep late, which I really loved. And in my family, I was lucky. My family, we had a special breakfast that my mom always used to prepare. My favorite breakfast, it was Eggs Benedict. You know, Eggs Benedict is wonderful. And she had this really great recipe. She would make the hollandaise sauce, you know, and pour it over the poached eggs and the English muffins, and it was just wonderful. She'd come out to the dining room with all of these Eggs Benedicts prepared, and it was sitting right on top of a nice, bright, shiny, chrome-plated hubcap, and she would serve this, and I just loved that. What?
Why would she serve it on the hubcap?
Oh, don't you know?
No.
Well, I thought everyone knew. There's no plate like chrome for the holidays. Yeah, well, we're certainly hoping for snow days, and actually I still do, even working. I love snow days.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one I used to know. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright. May all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright. And may all your Christmases be white. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Do-wop.
Every year about this time, my high school had a holiday sock hop just before Christmas break. It was great. All the kids were in the gymnasium, and of course we were wearing our nice white socks to prevent damage to the gym floor. And we were listening to the newest doo-wop songs. It was great. We were all dancing around. But of course, it seemed like every year, my history teacher walked up to the band and asked them to play an old song, a song from his good old days. We kids all grown, but we did recognize the tune. According to our history teacher, it was popular not only in Chicago, but in Warsaw.
There's a garden, what a garden, only happy faces bloom there, and there's never any room there for worry or gloom there. Oh, there's music and there's dancing and a lot of sweet romancing, but when they play a polka, they all get in the swing. Every time they hear that oom-pa-pa, everybody feels so tra-la-la-la-la. They want to throw their cares away. They all go la-dee-ah-dee-ay. Then they hear the rumble on the floor. It's a big surprise they're waiting for. And all the couples form a great big ring 4 miles around. You'll hear them sing, roll up the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. We got the booze on the run. Sing, boom, torero. Sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel for the gang's all here. Now's the time to roll the barrel and we'll dance all night. Hey, hey!
You're probably just waiting for a slow dance. Well, I tell you what, speaking of dancing, that reminds me, I've got a couple of questions for you. What would you call a one-legged dancer? Anybody know? Eileen, of course. One-legged dancer, Eileen, get it? You know, every year, about this time, they start playing the Nutcracker Suite on TV, and you see the musicals on downtown, and those ballets are fantastic. But I always wondered, you know, all those ballerinas are dancing around on their tiptoes. Why doesn't the dance troupe just hire taller dancers? Because it doesn't make sense. Speaking of ballerinas, this is a one-man show here. Speaking of ballerinas, did you hear about that ballerina who ate a little too much dinner at Thanksgiving? When she got back to work, she had to wear a 3-3. Well, we were talking about that sock hopping. You know, outside the snow was starting to fall again, but inside it was warm and cozy. And as the band started to play this next song, everybody got up and danced.
In the still of the night, I held you tight, 'cause I love you so. Promised I'll never let you go. In the still of the night, in the still of the night, I remember that night in May, first time we met. Oh, and I hope and I pray to keep your precious love. So before far hold me again,
the still of the night. Shoo up, shoo up, shoo up, shoo up, oh, shoo up, shoo up, oh, shoo up, shoo up, oh, shoo up, shoo up. I need you so, shoo up, and I will follow you wherever you may go. Or you, or you, or you.
So before the light, hold me again with all your might in the still of the night.
In the still of the night.
In the still of the night.
In the still
Well, nobody got up and danced at that one either. So I guess you're a sitting crowd. You know, back in the 50s, they had a dance back then that probably everybody who can remember back that far or can watch TV, because now they have a movie. Anybody ever see the movie Grease before? Grease, or saw the play Grease? Well, they do a dance on there. Anybody know what the dance is called? Most popular one on there? Yeah, somebody said it. Hand jive, there we go, yeah. It was a hand jive. And this next song that we're going to do, there are 2 times during the song that what we'd like you to do is participate with us. You got it right there. We're going to learn how to do the hand jive for all of those that don't know how to do it. This lady over here knows how to do it, but we're going to do it and show you how to do it. So join me right now as I go through the steps so you learn, so you're not the only one sitting in your row looking at everybody else and they're all doing great, okay? All right, so the first thing is 1, 2. So everybody got to go 1, 2. We'll go real slow for you. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Okay, you got that? Anybody need that repeated? No? All right, one more time. 1, 2. Then we go 3, 4. Okay, got that? Somebody did. No, it's not that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to take your hands this way and go 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're going up to 8 now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we make a fist like we're mad, and we go 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? All right, we'll try it up to 12 now, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the last move, back in the day, we used to hitchhike a lot, so it's 13, 14, 15, 16. So 2 over the right, 2 over the left. Let's see if we get through the whole thing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You got it. Very good. All right. All right, so when I say now, that's when we're at the part of the song when you're doing it. It comes up twice in the song.
Jing, jinga, 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 jing, jinga, 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 jing. Oh, jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bells chime in jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square in the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Hey, jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh.
And
giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle all around the clock. Mix and mingle and jingle and beat, that's the Jingle Bell Rock. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Hey, jingle bell time.
swell time to go gliding in a one-horse
Here we go
sleigh.
again,
Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle all around the clock. Mix and mingle in a jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. That's the Jingle Bell. That's the Jingle Bell. That's the Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock. Everybody's doing the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle Bell Rock.
That was good. Now you can go home and show your grandkids and kids how you do that. And remember back in those days, I remember how I was doing that. Yep. You know, now it's a beautiful, it's getting cold outside. I don't like it when it's cold. I like it when it's hot. But they have a place that's a long way away from here. I don't know if you've ever been there before, but it's a long way away. And way back in the day, we didn't have a lot of money. You know, we'd like to go out with the girls, and we'd ask the girls to go out, but you know, we didn't have the money to take them to fancy places, so we'd have to find places that were kind of like on the cheap a little bit, you know. So anyway, what we'd do is we'd go around, and there was this one place, like I said, it's really far away from here. It was a great deal because on Tuesdays, you could actually go and get in for free. It was a wonderful place. I mean, where are we at? We're in Baltimore or something like that? Well, anyway, we're way over here. This place is way over there. Anybody ever hear of Brookfield Zoo before? Oh, you have? Some of you have been there? Okay. Anybody ever get taken there, ladies, on a Tuesday when it was free? Yeah. Your hubby or whatever, you're a pretty cheap guy. Yeah, it took you there. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. So anyway, Brookfield Zoo is a wonderful place, and right now they have the Festival of Lights display over there. It's like 1 million lights. You go there, everything is lit up. But I don't know if you've been there lately, because lately, you know, instead of being free on Tuesdays, now you better have your MasterCard and your Visa. You know, I don't know who's good at math over there, but let's say you have a typical family of 4. You know, you got grandma, grandpa, and you got the 2 grandkids you're taking to the zoo over there. And you go up and you pull up in your car, and they go, oh, okay, that's $15 to park your car. So you go park your car, and then you get out of the car, and you go over to the front gate over there, and you go to the front gate, and they say, oh, well, it's $12 for adults and $10 for children to get in. So there's another $44 right there to get in. So now you're into the zoo and you're ready to see the animals. And right in front of the gate, they have a little train parked right there. And you go over there and the kids go, I want to go on the train. I want to go on the train. So you say, okay, we'll go on the train. So you go to sit down on the train. They go, but wait, it's $4 more to sit on the train as we go around the park. So you dish out another $16 for that. And you start going around on the train, and you get about a quarter of the way over there, and all of a sudden, you see this big thing on the side over there, and it's talking about dolphins. And of course, the little kids, they always want to be dolphin trainers, and they go, I want to see the dolphins. And you say, okay, let's go see the dolphins. So you get out, you go over to see the dolphins, and they go, but wait. To get into the dolphin show, it's another $6 a head to get in there. So it's another, you know, $24 to get into the show. So you go into the show and you watch the show and everything. Now, I don't know if anybody's added all that up, but it's getting pretty high. And yet you still haven't had anything to eat or drink all day. You know, and they still have other exhibits before you were able to pet the stingrays. But it's a very nice experience even now, because they always had certain animals that you're always guaranteed of seeing. You always saw things like lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
You got it, they didn't get it. Let's try again. Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
Oh, that was much better. So keep your eyes open here, because you never know what you may see. Now, anytime I went to the zoo, I always had a safari hat that I got at Walmart. And very cheap. You could get in behind the scenes sometimes. You get to see where they prepare the food and stuff, so it was kind of cool. And the girls always thought I looked sharper with the hat on, you know, like that. So anyway, see if you remember this song from the 50s.
Whim away, 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 whim away. In the jungle,
darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, why, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight.
Bop-doo-wah, 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 bop-doo-wah. The lion sleeps tonight.
Get back to the real meaning of Christmas. We're going to go way back in the 1800s in Austria, where a little novice priest, Joseph Moore, went out in the newly driven snow, and it was a beautiful night out there, and the sky was clear and the stars were bright. And Joseph got inspired to write this poem. So he writes this poem, and he gives it to his friend Franz Gruber. And Franz looked at that. He said, Joseph, I can put music to this thing. And Silent Night was born.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds wake at thy side, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born, Christ the Savior is born.
Please join us on the first verse.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Well, Veterans Day was just a few days ago, and couple weeks ago actually, and we of course observe veterans at that time, but we also like to pay tribute to the men and women who serve overseas and in the United States to protect our country and to keep us free. We'd like to dedicate this next song not only to those men and women and the veterans, but to their families who stand by and wait and hope that their families, that their friends, brothers, sisters will be home for the holidays.
My home's the place I want to be when it's Christmas time. I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Yes, Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. So I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. if only in my dreams, if only in my dreams.
I hope you're still out there. Can't really see. Anyway, I know you guys, I go down to visit a lot of my family. They're down in Tennessee. So, you know, around the holidays, I try to get down there to visit. So, this last weekend I was down there, had a great time with all my family, and I'm getting ready to leave. My cousin Larry, he says, Ron, he says, you got to go down to the town square and see our live nativity scene. I said, really? Live nativity scene? I said, I've never seen one of those. He said, oh yeah, it's really good, and we're real proud of it. I said, well, all right, I'll do that. So I said my goodbyes, drove downtown, parked there by the town square, walked up, and sure enough, there it was, a live nativity. There was the manger, baby Jesus crying, but anyway, baby Jesus, Mary and Joseph. They had the animals out there. And I look over here, and there are the three wise men over there on the side. And I'm looking at them, and they got fireman helmets on. I don't understand that. Wise men with fireman helmets? But, you know, oh, this is a small town. They're probably volunteer firemen. So they got to be ready to go at any time. So all right, I can live with that, but it's kind of odd. So I finished looking at everything, got in the car, started driving out of town, had to get some gas, so I stopped at the gas station. Had to go in and pay for my gas in there, so I'm talking with the lady behind the counter there, and I says, I just came from the live nativity scene down in town square, and that was really nice. She says, oh yeah, we're real proud of that. I says, well yeah, you should be, because it was nice. She says, yeah, we do that every year. I says, wow, that is awesome. That is just wonderful. And I said, but there's one thing I don't understand. She says, well, what's that? I said, the wise men, they had fireman helmets on. I don't, oh, I mean, she got so angry at me. She said, oh, you northerners, you never read the Bible. I said, well, yeah, I do read the Bible, but I don't remember anything about the wise men with fireman helmets. She says, oh, yes, it says right here in the Bible, 3 wise men came from afar.
That was a groaner. That was a groaner. Okay, yeah. All right. It's time for my magic trick. Remember, you promised.
No, we
promised
don't
I
have-
could do magic.
Tom, we don't have time.
Yeah, well, we got a little
No,
time, so
no,
I
we
could
don't
do.
have
I
enough
could do
time.
one quick magic trick. I'm sure they're dying to see magic. Yes. Okay.
No, we got 3 or 4 more songs. We've got to continue. So
Got to continue. What if I do the magic while you're singing or while we're singing? Would that be okay? They want to see it. They clap.
you're
They
gonna-
clap more for my magic almost than your joke.
you're going to do
So,
that.
yeah, I'm going to do magic while we're singing, okay? Then they'll listen and they'll watch at the same time. I'll just use this plain napkin. Notice, nothing on either side. Nothing in this hand.
Don't mess us up.
I'll try
We
not
gotta
to.
sing the
Nothing in
song.
that side over there, okay? Yeah, okay. I'm ready. See this?
Don't mess us up, Tom.
I'll try not to.
Over the ground lies a mantle of white, a heaven of diamonds shine out through the night. 2 hearts are thrilling in spite of the chilly weather. Chilly weather. Love knows no season and love knows no clime. Romance can blossom most any old time. Here in the open, we're walking and hoping together. Just we two alone. Sleigh bells ring, ring-a-ling. Are you listening? In the lane, so it's listening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in the winter wonderland. Gone away is a bluebird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman. Parson Brown, he'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. As we dream by the fire, to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland, a wonderful land.
You don't know how long we had to practice to get that one to stick right there.
Well, thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience today. Actually, you've been the best audience we've had all day long. So really appreciate that. We're having a good time up here. I hope you had a good time this evening. We've got a couple more songs to sing, but first we'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are, good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Before we do our last, three of us sing in a chorus, barbershop chorus up north in Downers Grove. And the second weekend in December, we have a big annual Christmas show. It's a fabulous show. We have a handbell choir, our chorus of about 52 guys, I think. We have a ladies' chorus joining us this year. We have some instruments. So I'll have some cards later if you want to come up and get a card to see maybe you can make it. I know you'll enjoy it.
Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really can't stay. Good night, sweetheart, good night. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really can't stay. Good night, sweetheart, good night.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Your mother might not like it if we stay too long. So squeeze me, baby, I don't mean maybe. You know I love you so. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really can't stay. Good night, sweetheart, good night. Good night, sweetheart, good night. Good night, folks.